It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we've got the Condors, veteran wide receiver. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Condors and the Riverhawks, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewert here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side taking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is,
The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Still on it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backward. Second down coming up.
We knew we were in store for some crazy blitz packages from this defense, and already one play in, and that linebacker gets home for the sack. Critical now for this offense to identify what you're seeing and for this defense to continue to frustrate and get after the quarterback.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Man in motion out of the slot. Throw on 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So they come on offense now, readying for their opening drive. Leading him out, someone in his first NFL season. Their rookie starter from Penn State.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Riverhawks and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Second down now, 7 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the 42. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The River Hogs bringing out their punter. And this will be his second effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory to begin this one. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. They're running the option, short side. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Motioning left is their running back. Throwing on 3rd and long. That one's complete over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down to the 28. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that will get them on the board.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes their offense out again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Complete out to the right. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Tight end in motion left. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Just a field goal separates these two. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. That throw behind his intended target. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up. They send a receiver in motion right. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Throwing now off play action. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Condors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Hauled in left side. And he'll get it up to the 27. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking for a throw here. Finds his man over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
And 4 at the 33-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. and it'll give him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives them the first. Dropping back to throw. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook. I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. That count runs their offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 3rd down.
After the penalty, 3rd and a yard coming up. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from San Diego. The Riverhogs driving ahead. Now they'll throw out of the gun. They get to him and bring him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Finds a man right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Third and long for him here. This one falls incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. No return on that punt. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. This offense making its way back out now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine, because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
Secures this at the 17. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now outruns their offense to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing now on first down. Jukes his way into the clear.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now it's third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Bails out of the pocket quick. Pass play on 1st and 10. Flush. Another try following the sack. It is caught left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Complete out to the right side. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. Give him 13 on that play. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens, because you've got to make that transition from college, where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand.
Well, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. So at our midway point, it's the Condors, leading from San Diego. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
So early movement for the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Catch is made down the right sideline. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Running back sent in motion left. 2nd and 6 now. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push their lead to 4.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Riverhogs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. And now they face second down. Pass play now. But he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this is another incompletion. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
They kick the running back in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes for a 38-yard pickup, and it'll give him a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 12-yard line.
He's got it on the bootleg. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
The offense getting set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. He sends this one to the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So second down coming up. They've got a man in motion. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He'll look to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They've got first down from the 31. Putting the tight end in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference.
Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's still just a one-score game as we resume play in the 4th. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. One of the tight ends motioning right. Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Condors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They're throwing it. Finds a man right side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. That's completed right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And they're going to have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one does not go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has it on the slant. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Running back sent in motion. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
All or nothing here, 4th and goal. Escape, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Condors now lead by 10. Well, Brock, not the way I imagined it was designed there on 4th and goal, but I don't think these coaches cared how he got the job done. Just make sure you get in for 6.
Yeah, really just 2 options here as the game speeds up down there, right? Find a throwing lane and execute quickly, or you better escape and make it happen with your legs. He didn't get the throwing lane, the coverage he wanted, so a great decision. You cannot hesitate. You got to go for it, and he sure did, and use that athleticism for 6.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Riverhogs are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing from the gun here. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Motioning one of the tight ends. From the 33 on 2nd down. Dumps it off to his running back. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you kind of know this is going to happen at least a couple of times this season. They catch the rookie there for roughing the passer.
Yeah, I think this coach would like to have a governor. Kind of like on golf carts, you know, so you don't act crazy and a fool. Some of these rookie defenders, I know coaches would love to put a governor on them for a little bit of discipline that just doesn't naturally come for a rookie.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. And in for the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2. He's throwing for it. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They send a tight end in motion. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now a give running right. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one doesn't go far. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. This one, take it in. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Condors as we say goodbye from San Diego.